Hey guys, how's it going? It's Ray Rooney here from Left of the Dial Music. I'm here with Ed Isola from the 502s after his sold out show in Vicar Street in Dublin. How you doing today, Ed?
Doing fantastic. Still buzzing off of last night. It was incredible.
Ah man, I'd say so. I mean, you guys started your first show was in Whelan's, right? And then you kind of moved straight almost immediately, like I think the next night to Opium. And now you guys are selling out Vicar Street.
It's pretty crazy, right? Like the first ever show we did in Ireland was in Whelan's back in like 2018. We played the Top Room.
Yes, yeah,
Um,
downstairs. Great
yeah,
place.
so so we played upstairs. It was very cool. And then in May we came back. We played, like you just said, we sold out Whelan's the first night, like immediately. And so then we added Opium the next night. That sold out. So then we're like, let's come back again. And Vicar Street was just crazy. So it's like Dublin's becoming a second home. It's awesome.
Ah, I'm delighted, man. Yeah, I mean, each venue, I think you're kind of doubling in size each time you go. So like,
Yeah.
that's a great streak. So I suppose just from yourselves, the 502s, if is there any song you guys would recommend people listen to that might not have heard you before that would kind of encapsulate the sound and give them a good introduction to yourselves?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I think the two probably most popular recommendations would be Just a Little While and or
Sure.
Magdalene. Those are kind of
Okay.
like the two ones that I would check out if you haven't heard us before and want to get a taste of what the 502s are about.
Perfect. Yeah, because just a little while that took off really on TikTok and stuff, didn't it? There was like millions upon millions of views, right?
Dude, yeah, it was crazy. Last year it went like super viral. People started using it in a trend to kind of recap their travel experiences and their college experiences and stuff like that. And it's got almost over 50 million streams on Spotify. So it's just nuts. So that's definitely a good touch point if you want to get into the 502s.
Perfect, man. Perfect. And then I suppose was there any kind of bands or singers that made you want to become a musician that kind of inspired you to kind of pick up the banjo and start writing and become a band?
Yeah, I mean, I think when I first picked up the banjo, it was definitely during the whole like 2010s kind of folk revival. That was my first kind of tap into that. And there's the typical bands like the Mumford and Sons and Lumineers and the Avery Brothers and stuff like that. But more so, it was just the general feeling that was going on then that really resonated with me. And so that's kind of what drove me to want to play the banjo. And I think drives a lot of us is just the experience and the energy and things like last night where
Yeah.
it's 1,500 people. Like that was kind of the dream. And so to be there doing that finally, it's like, man, yeah, that energy, that's what drives us.
Oh, excellent, man. That's great. And I suppose then, like, is there any kind of moment you credit for getting you guys where you are? Like, would it be the TikTok trend? Would it be, I'm probably going to butcher the pronunciation of this, but the Okichkabi Festival, the contest you guys won to play in that? Is there any kind of moment like that that you kind of credit yourself that you kind of noticed and it kind of took off for you from then?
Yeah. So the festival is Okeechobee. So kind of
Okay.
close, but
Close.
but yeah, that's a tough one to pronounce for sure. But no, I mean, I think that the way I see it is like there was that festival is I think 2016 or something like that, 2016 or so. And
Yeah.
so you look at that and that festival's going and the couple of years since that it's just we have a great group of guys, all great friends. We've been really day in day out, kind of grinding it out. And then next thing you know, Magdalene went viral in November of 2020, and then a year later, just a little while went viral. So those two things were, I think, really the things that took it from, oh, this is cool to like, damn, this is a thing. If that makes
Sure.
sense.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um,
Yeah. No, absolutely.
it's I think we all just were working really hard at it, and then kind of like those two videos going incredibly viral were the icing on the cake to kind of send it into orbit, which is awesome.
Yeah, yeah, no, it's geez, it's been amazing. Like, and then I suppose would there be any advice you'd give to bands starting out, or would there be anything you guys would do differently starting out, kind of knowing what you know now?
No, I mean, I think a lot of the stuff that we know now, we just learned through trial and error. And I don't know that had we skipped that trial and error, if we would be any good at it, if that makes sense. Like knowing,
Yeah,
oh, hey, these are the kind of videos we like to make. These are the kind of songs. This is what we like our live show to be. And so, like, my advice is just one, find people that you like to make stuff with and create with. And like we've been touring a bunch and we're in the van a lot. So just find people you like to be around and that want
Yeah,
to work at it as hard as you want to work at it, and then just make stuff that you believe in and make videos that you think are cool, make songs. And like a good barometer for us is always like when we're done with the song or if we're done with the video, is it like, damn, yeah, okay, that we feel great about this. And if everybody else in the world hates it, it doesn't really matter because we love it, not
yeah,
in like a super weird artsy way, but kind of just like the to us, that's the thing of like, we love it, let's put it out, that kind of thing.
yeah. No, I get you. Well, in terms of songs and stuff, then I suppose, is there any songs or bands you guys are listening to or have on repeat on this tour?
We have been, I mean, I typically the bands that we put on repeat are like the ones I listed earlier, and we've been playing a lot of Zach Bryan lately.
Oh
If
yeah,
you're familiar with him, he's
yeah, yeah.
great. So that's kind of what we've been listening to.